Hi guys, so welcome to Winnie's channel. Today I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on how to change your front brake pad. I'm going to demonstrate this on my Yamaha 2001 R6, and I believe the technique is similar for any other bike. So even though I'm doing this tutorial on a Yamaha R6, I believe if you go any other bike, you can probably apply the technique, and also will help you to change your front pad for your bike.
Okay guys, so as you can see, so for this job I'm using a Brembo carbon ceramic brake pad. So that's the main part needed for this job. And also I've got the tools wise, I've got a wrench, I've got a couple of wrench sockets here and a bit of screwdrivers in case if I need them, and also I go apply if I need to take the pins out. And also I've got my grease here to grease the brake pads when I put them into the brake calipers. So let's go and let me show you how to change this. It's very quick. So before we start taking the brake pads out, the first thing is to take obviously the cap, the brake oil cap off, so that in case when we try pushing in the brake caliper, sometimes you get overflow of the oil. So the first thing is, I say, to take this. So just undo the screw here. So now that we've taken the brake oil cap off, so we're now trying to take out the old brake pads. And in order to do that, we have to take out the two R clips here, so which inserts into the brake pin. Then once we're able to take that brake pin, then we take out the brake pad spring, then we'll be able to slide out the brake pad. So yeah, sometimes you can't do this by manually, but I'll just use a screwdriver just to squeeze them out. So yeah, one clip up. Another one is out. So both clips are out. So now once the R clips are out, then just time to take out the brake pin. So yeah, just slide the pin out, and you can see where the R springs inserts into it. So once the pin is out, then spring can come out. And now, yeah, as you can see, the brake pads, you can just also just slide them out. Yeah, so as you can see, I've got both parts which they don't look good at all. They look very naked. Yeah, and unfortunately this bike, I was involved in a motorcycle accident a week today, and I had lots of like spillage of oil and other stuff. So it's kind of like I'm now putting the bike back together, and decided to also, yeah, obviously it's good to check and make sure that everything is so good before I get back onto this bike. So yeah, so now as we can see, the brake pads are out, and you can see the pistons are out, so I have to push all the pistons. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so you have to push the pistons back in so that you can put in the new brake pads, because obviously whenever you brake, the pistons comes out the calipers to push the pads onto the brake disc to hold them, to help you to for the bike to come to a stop. So when you get an old pads, obviously because they're worn out, the pistons comes out. So in order to put a new pads in there, they can't be able to fit in there with all the pistons out. So in order to do that, you can use like because these pistons are not like, I mean, most vehicles like cars or whatever, truck pistons are very hard to push in. So like normally I done cars which I use G-clamp, but this you can probably use you got like a wood that can slide in here. I'm going to, or a G-clamp, I'm just going to use this screwdriver just to kind of like insert in like that. Then as you can see, literally just push it in, and here too. Yeah, it's gone in. Making sure that I don't scratch the surface of the brake disc. So as you can see, my new brake pads, compared to the old ones which look very knackered. See the tread in the tread in here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is just put some grease. Normally it's good to use like copper grease, but unfortunately I've not got copper grease, so I'm just going to use a multi-purpose grease, and yeah, just put some at the back here before I slide them back into the brake calipers, you know. And the most important, make sure that you don't get any grease on the ceramic surface of the brake pads. So just greasing the back. Yeah, just greasing the back and just slide them in. So you can see I've greased the back of the pad, and now I'm going to, I've already got one in there, so I'm also going to slide this one also in. Slide so that in there. Now once I get the brake pads in there, then I'll put in the brake spring back on here.
secure the brake spring. Then I have to also put the brake pin, making sure that it goes through those 2 holes in the brake pads to retain them in safely. So as you can see, now I've got the brake pad pin inserting into the brake spring, and also the R clips also back in, and that is sorted. So once this is done, then you just have to now squeeze the brake lever just to push the piston back out again. Yeah, so once it's done, you just push your brake lever out in a little bit, just to push the piston, reset the piston back to where it is, and that's it, you are done.